All right, just want to go over this campaign. They got a 6.9% reply rate, completely cold, so it's not a retargeting campaign or anything. And, decent positive reply rate, one lead per 158, about 160 contacted. So it's a two-step sequence. You can see the split tests here if that's of interest to you. It looks like over half our leads actually came from the follow-up, which is quite interesting. And I don't think it was anything crazy important. So, I mean, it might be worth just adding another third follow-up to these guys. This hasn't run too long ago. But anyways, so I mean, yeah, that follow-up that was getting good replies was just realistically we could get this by early January, or realistically we could get this by January Q1. I think I had that split test in another campaign, but just something that's like kind of straightforward and just comes across as like what a real person would say is like, hey, I can get you this result, and we'll go into the first message after this, and then like realistically we could probably get this by January. So I guess that probably builds some interest in the first message. And the first messages here are pretty simple. I don't want to not leak, but I don't want to share too much of my messaging because my scripts have gotten burnt before from doing that. But anyways, there was a unique angle that we used in this campaign. It wasn't just, I mean, a lot of time I'll say like good target and good offer and just throw a simple one liner and it'll do good. And it will. It was doing a lot better. That sort of strategy back in around like April, May, that was doing really good. And then recently, what I've been seeing working is just heavy relevancy. So this keyword right here is what I think the sort of main kicker that is getting the campaign higher reply rates. So what I did, it's very easy. I have ChatGPT Premium. I don't know if you need that to do this, or ChatGPT Plus, whatever, like the $20 a month version. But I just uploaded my CSV and I asked it to go into every leads. I think it was either the website or it was the leads keywords. Like they have a list of keywords when you scrape it from follow, and find like a niche of their offering. So, for example, this was accounting people, and then I think some of the niches were like bookkeeping. Let's see if we can see it in the leads list here. Why shouldn't leave that? Yeah, so these are accounting people, and then some of the people say, tax preparation or bookkeeping or CPA and compliance filings. Super relevant things and like sort of niche things to the people you're messaging. So when they see that in the messaging, let's get a random lead. Oh, I guess I'll have to blur this out so you don't message them. But hello, person. I was wondering if you're still looking for new clients this December, January. I can find you something like 10 to 12 meetings with SMBs. So I'm saying like small, medium businesses. I'm kind of calling out their ICP, which makes them messaging sort of relevant to them. Like, oh, yeah, this is actually for me. It's not just a message you sent out to a million random people. And SMBs that need help with their bookkeeping. And so that's a bit more specific than just saying like accounting or like giving you accounting leads. And this one was like CPA and compliance. What I haven't done, and I probably will do after this video, is actually go into all the interested leads. And it's only 10, so it's not an insane amount of data. But look and see if there's a certain keyword that sort of like got a higher reply rate because it's maybe more relevant. And then what you could even do from there is get a large list of accounting people because it's easy to get, like there's tons of people in accounting. And then, load them to ChatGPT, find all of their sort of like niche offerings, and then do a campaign only targeting the CPA compliance and filings leads, and then that campaign will probably get pretty insane metrics, and it'll get the better end of the 6.9% reply rates. Maybe you could get a 10% cold reply rate from that. So, anyways, yeah. And the other script was pretty similar. I mean, they performed similar-ish. I think this one similar from reply rate. I mean, 3 and 1, like that's technically the same because it's low amounts of data, so you can't really tell if one was better. If I were to look at this, so what you can do as well is if you're to look at the step two and you look at which step one the step two was replying to, and see if there's a difference in data there. Like maybe all 6 of these were replying to the first message and none replying to the second message. That would show the first message is actually like quite a bit better than just this data shows here. Hopefully that's not too like that makes sense. It should be. I think that like it's kind of simple. I'll explain that. Anyway, so that's pretty much the approach that we're using. I'm using to get decent reply rates now. Some of the other campaigns I don't really want to show everything, but some of the other campaigns are getting higher positive reply rates, slightly less reply rates, like around 3 to 4%. The analytics for the past week. All right, so analytics for the past week, we're averaging 3.14% reply rates. We had a couple of shitty campaigns that just did like 0.8% and kind of flopped. So we were actually getting over 4% reply rate like a week ago. And then a decent amount of leads, averaging like 10 leads a day. Um, a, it dipped today. We had just some shitty campaigns that were just not good. Um, I think it's like a bad lead list or something. But anyways, still good metrics and averaging like I wasn't averaging 3% reply rates back a few months ago. It was usually closer to 2 or less. So it's pretty nice to see higher numbers. And then going into winter as well, I'd expect the metrics to drop off. I mean, of course, around Christmas and stuff, and then spiking it in January. So right now is a good time. I don't know. I mean, people watching this, I wonder if maybe some of you guys are looking to start cold email. Maybe some of you guys have just started or are already running it, have been running for a while. If you haven't started cold email, now's a perfect time to get going. You can start warming up your inboxes. And January, like Q1 is gonna be like a crazy push. It's always kind of amazing for cold email. So it would be good to get a head start. Like signing the clients that are signed now, and we just get started now. We get a month of sort of testing and iteration to go crazy. And then we have our winning scripts for Q1, like for January, February, March. That's, I feel like it's kind of the best position to be in and the best time of year to start cold email. The dips will usually happen like in the summer and then a little in the winter, but we're not seeing a dip yet. That's a bit of a ramble. Anyways, so if you're not running cold email and you need to get some more clients, you want to get some more clients, I'll put my calendar link in the description. We can talk and I can like help you with the campaign or even run it for you. If you just need help with like a little thing or something, you can just shoot me a message on Twitter, like on X or Instagram, which is also in the description, and I'll be able to help you out with that. We also run like consultation calls if you want to pay for that, and I can help you with your campaigns. Other than that, drop a comment about what you think, and I'll answer that as well. Subscribe.